That's just how I feel. Good afternoon, my YouTubers and everyone in the world. Today is December the 15th. The time is now 12:02 p.m. So today is going to be a beautiful Saturday all day. I am so thankful that it's another day, guys. I mean, we have to be thankful for that alone. But moving forward, I forgot to mention that yesterday it's officially 5 days until my vacation. Yes, that 20-day countdown is getting lower and lower by the day, which I am highly excited about. But moving forward, today's topic is going to be about how people transform. So, have you ever noticed that when you're dating someone, it just starts off absolutely perfect? Everything is fine, everything is going well. Even when you have new friendships with just new people at times, things are so perfect. You guys have so much in common. You guys just seem to get along and everything goes well. And then next thing you know, it's like the longer you've known this person, the more stuff you start to see. Now, this could not necessarily be a bad thing. It could be a good thing, depending on that type of person. But, a lot of times I realize that people actually really transform into who they actually are when they get comfortable with you. And it just baffles me, man. I be amazed sometimes. But all right, so today we're just going to be talking about how people transform. As I was saying before, have you ever been in a relationship where everything started off so well? This person seemed to be like the best person possible for you. You guys are compatible, you guys get along, everything is so well. And then once they start getting comfortable, you start seeing a different side of them. So when I say people transform, I mean that people will sit there and play a role of being so innocent and so, so fabulous in the whole nine. And then next thing you know, once they get extremely comfortable with you, it's like, what happened to that innocent person, or what happened to that open-minded, positive person that I once knew? And it just baffles me because I've even realized this in friendships as well, that friendships will start off so well. You guys are, sharing different stories with each other, hanging out, having a good time. And then next thing you know, they do a complete, 180 on you. And it's like, what happened to, the person that I was getting along with, the one that wasn't judging me, where we went out and we had great times together. And it really, really baffled me that people will play a role to get in your life, sometimes to get in your business, and the next thing you know, the true whoever they are truly comes out. And it really baffles me, and it's kind of a little bit scary because I know who I am as a woman, as a person, and as an individual. And the person that you see today, right before your eyes, is who I am. You understand? I'm not going to sit there and pretend that I'm this way. And then once me and you get cool and we have a tight friendship or a tight relationship, then I'm going to completely do a 180 on you and just be someone completely different. For all that, then you're telling me that you're a fake person. And that really baffles me because I've seen it so many times. And it's like, wow, it really is kind of a scary thing because it makes you wonder, like, okay, when I first meet somebody, is this who this person really is? And guys, the advice that I can give you for today when it comes to people transforming is always be yourself and always allow that person to show you who they are. Because if you guys pay attention, you're going to see exactly who this person is. You understand? Because, see, this is what I realized about people who transform. You understand? Whether it's a good transformation or a bad transformation. And I'm going to go into the difference between those two. But honestly speaking, a person cannot help but be who they are. Even if they're playing a role and they're trying to just play this nice person, cool, calm, and collective, at the end of the day, who they truly are is going to come out because they can't help it. They cannot help themselves. And that's what I realized. Even when it comes to family members, I swear on everything, because I used to look at situations a certain type of way, I didn't see who these people truly were until I started to grow up, until I started to go through different situations, until I started to realize that life is not always peaches and cream. People are not always going to be who I want them to be. They're going to be themselves, and I expect them to be, but I will admit that when I see people's true characters, especially certain family members, I was baffled by what I saw, because I said, wow, this is who this person really is. If you got, I don't care if it's a family member, if it's a friend, if it's a lover, if they're fucked up, they're just messed up. That's what it is. And there's nothing that you can do about it. In fact, what I would advise you to do when you see them transform into that negativity and into that darkness that they have within themselves that they can't help but bring it out, guys, you got to get away from that, because that is toxic. You understand? Let that person, be over there in that negativity by themselves. You understand? I want you guys to realize when this is happening before your eyes. And it's so amazing, because if you sit back and you really watch people, you see that they can't help themselves. You understand? It's so crazy, because you could transform in a good way or a bad way. Now, when I say you could transform in a good way, we're going to talk about that first, right? I'm going to use myself as a prime example. Honestly speaking, I've always been a positive person, always been a motivational person in my own way. Even when I was younger, I used to give people advice on, different relationship tips or whatever the case may be. I've always been a positive person. Yes, I do have my moments, my character building moments, which I realized that they're character building moments as I got older. But the thing is, I've always been the type of person who wanted to make people smile, who wanted to please everyone, who wanted to make them feel good. And there was a lot of things that happened to me in the past because of me having that positive attitude and that positive personality. But I refuse to allow it to change who I am as a woman. I refuse to allow it to change who I am as a person and make me transform into something I don't want to be. So now that I'm 30 years young, I've realized that I have transformed into a positive woman. See, I'm not a child anymore. You understand? I know what it is that I'm aiming for. I know what it is that I want in life. And now I'm at my greatest, and I'm becoming greater and greater, every single day, because I continue to cleanse myself. I continue to work on myself. Mentally, I continue to keep my mind at peace. And slowly but surely, I'm getting the toxic people out of my life. And sometimes it is a little lonely, but at the end of the day, I'm mentally at peace. I don't have my mind cluttered with a lot of negativity. You understand? I don't have, toxic people around me. And if I feel like a person is toxic for my life, then I immediately get rid of them before I even get attached or before they get too attached. And that's the smart thing to do. So I have transformed in a positive way, and you can as well. But the key to it is you got to continue to constantly work on yourself. You know, working on yourself, that's a never ending road, because every day is going to be something new that you might feel like you want to work on, mentally, physically, emotionally. No matter what it is, continue to work on yourself, and that's how you can transform in a positive way. You understand? No matter what type of women you're around, no matter what type of men you're around, transform in a positive way, knowing who you are. Don't allow someone else to dictate who you are. Now, people transform in a negative way. And when I say that, I mean, sometimes people were positive, innocent, nice, cool, calm, and collective. But when they hung around the wrong type of people, that toxic energy was pushed towards them. And they became one with that toxic energy and don't even realize it. And the reason why they don't realize that they're transforming in a negative way is because they're constantly around that negativity. So to them, it's normal. They don't see anything wrong with their behavior because the people that they constantly hang around are like that as well. To them, it's normal. But see, when you see that you've been friends with someone or you've been in a relationship with someone and you see that they're constantly doing things that you know for sure is not right and that you know that you would not do or you don't condone, then that means that that person is not for you, whether it's family, friends, lover. They have transformed in a negative way right before your eyes. You see who this person is. This person is showing you who they are. So when I say people transform, I want you to understand that transformation is not necessarily a negative thing. Excuse me. Because me personally, I've transformed to be a great woman. And this is just, I'm at the prime. I'm at my prime time right now. But you know what? I know who I am. I know what I'm aiming for. I know what I want in life now. And that's what makes me stronger than ever. So I want you guys to realize that yes, people do transform, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It really all depends on you. Are you going to transform in a negative way or are you going to transform in a positive way? My transformation was being a positive woman, being different, standing out, being unique, being myself, helping motivate millions of people throughout the world. Why not? I wanted to be that change where when people look at me, they like, wow, not all black people are the same. Because people are very judgmental. And it's sad, but it is what it is. So I wanted people to be able to look at me and realize that we're not all the same. There are some positive African American women out here who are independent, who are strong, who do have their own business, who can be 30 years young without any children. I wanted to be that change that people don't see every day. I do have a college degree. Yes. And I am 30 years young, without children, not married. In fact, I'm single and I'm happier than I've ever been. So, guys, understand that people do transform. And sometimes, even when you've known someone for a very long time, it doesn't necessarily mean that that person is for you, for your future. Because sometimes people don't transform in a positive way. They actually transform in a negative way, and it only gets worse. It only gets worse. So don't allow someone else to hold you back from transforming to being the greatest that you can be. If you have to cut some people off, then that's what it is. If it's between you and them, then they gotta go. They gotta go. But yeah, I just wanted to discuss that with you guys about how people transform. Just pay attention to the people that you surround yourself with, whether it's people you've known for years or not. If they are not transforming in a positive way and you don't see anything but toxic nonsense, bull crap around them, then you gotta get away from them and immediately. And it's just that simple. Because people transform in a positive way or in a negative way. Pay attention. Be mindful. But, like I always say, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And of course, visit my website at shoploveronline.com. Until next time, guys, let's transform in a positive way. Peace.